welcome to Broken Terrain. We thank you for joining us today. We're on our episode number 4, and we're just excited about all the episodes. But today is just dear to my heart because it's talking about God's servants. And God's servants have to be broken. That's the subject. God's servants have to be broken. Main reason, the more gifted we are, the more we are in danger of depending on our own human abilities to serve God. That's why we need to be broken. The more gifted we are, in which a lot of us have gifts to be able to speak well, we're brilliant in terms of how we process information, just the ability and the charisma we have with people. But the more gifted we are, the more we are in danger of depending on our own human abilities to serve God. And that's why we need to be broken. Look at Moses. He wasn't ready at 40. He wasn't ready at 60. He was not ready until 80 years old. Was he humbled enough then to serve? He had to go into the wilderness to to be broken. His confidence had to be broken in his own human strength and wisdom. So a lot of times we can have a lot of gifts and we have a lot of abilities. Our strength is there. Look at David. Look at a lot of the different characters or the different personalities in the Bible. They had to be broken. And we have to be broken as servants in order for us to be able to successfully and humbly be able to be victorious in the journey or in the path that we have been set upon. I always take the time out. I never forget, I have a son and he was in Atlanta and he was going through some things. And I told the Lord, I said, oh, he needs me to help. And the Lord told me, he had been told me, say, don't do anything. I need to do all of that myself to get him where he needs to be. And I was like, but Lord, I have the capacity to help him. I have the capacity to do this for him and to do that. And the Lord said to me, he said, I had the capacity to take my son off of the cross, but he stayed up there to finish what he had to do for enable for this world to be where they can be delivered or have the victory in me. And I was standing there I couldn't even say anything. He said, I had the capacity to take my son off of the cross. I couldn't do anything. I was like, yes, Lord. I came all the way down to nothing but, okay, I didn't touch that. Because it was to me that at this point, we think that we can do whatever we want to do or what we feel we have the capacity to do. But God said, I was reading a scripture and it was in Proverbs, the 16th chapter, 2nd verse. And it says, all a person's ways seems pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. And a lot of times, another King James version says, all the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs his spirits. So a lot of times we take the credit for God. We, instead of giving the Lord the credit or giving him the glory, the honor, and all that belongs to him anyway. We take the credit, we take the glory, and we leave the Lord out. So that's why he wants to be the one to do the things for us. He wants to be the one that gets the glory, gets the honor, and not because we feel, oh, I'm gifted, oh, I have the capacity, oh, I have this and that, and I'll be able to do it. I can do this, I can do that. The Lord said, no. He said, until you humble yourself, the Lord will exalt you. You have to humble yourself so you can serve, so you can be a servant of the Lord and not feel as though you've taken on all the power and all the glory for yourself. So all God's servants have to be broken so that they can humble, so that we can humble ourselves, so that we can serve the Lord with everything of ourselves. I thank you today again for listening to Broken Terrain, and I hope that these words that God has given me to give you has been lessons and seeds of wisdom to help you through your journey. Again, thank you for listening.